A funny thing happens when you put two identical bowls of the exact same food, the exact same amount of food in front of two different animals. And you'll see it happening right here with my pigs. Comparison is the thief of joy. My pigs are so distracted by the fact that the other pig has something in their bowl that they think that they might not have, that they will be so willing to ignore everything that's in their bowl that they'll completely miss the nutrition that's right there, ready for the taking. And there is a huge lesson for that for us, humans, and so many other lessons that having animals has taught me over the last 12 years. Let's go talk about those. Junie, hey Junie, hey, Jan, ready? Oi buddy, let's go. Dogs are the greatest living teacher of how we should encounter every relationship that we have and the attitude with which we should treat every single moment that we have, which is genuinely a gift. When I walk into the room, my dog is so excited to see me. He has no record of wrongs. He has nothing but sheer excitement about what it is that we're gonna do in this moment that we've been given together. If we thought about each other that way, absolute joy and thankfulness and excitement about this one beautiful moment we get to live together, and excitement about how it is that we're gonna do that together, our entire world would be a different place. This jerk of a goose has taught me not to bite off more than I can chew, to not think that I'm bigger or more capable than I actually am, and to approach the world with a little bit of humility. Come at me, bro. What do you got? A bunch of really gentle touches? I can't believe I was afraid of you when I was 6. Paul has taught me about perseverance. Coming through insane health obstacle after health obstacle after health obstacle, and choosing to fight through it. Paul has taught me about resilience in a way that I had never before experienced it. Paul has been on the brink of death more times than any other animal that I have combined. There's been many occasions when I have thought it was the last time I was going to walk around the corner and still find him alive, and here he is, still here, still fighting, and he's calm and stoic and ready to do whatever it is he has to do to get through another day. Howdy has taught me the importance of trust, of being and doing exactly who and what I said I was gonna do over and over and over again. Because Howdy's bigger and stronger than I am, and sometimes I have to ask him to do things that really scare him. And the only reason I'm able to do that is because I have shown him that I am not the kind of person who will let my temper or my impatience or my momentary desire for an immediate outcome to get in the way of being the kind of person that deserves to ask him to do hard things. I was absolutely not ready to be up against a creature of the magnitude of stubbornness that Howdy has shown me when I first got him. But over our last 8 years together, he's helped me become the kind of person that truly can confidently ask him to do hard things, even when it's scary. And we do those things together. Come on, Howdy. Come here, Bella. Hey, buddies. Come here really quick. Let's go get a quick snacky, huh? Go look at your feet. Come on, buddies. There's a really great book called Atomic Habits by James Clear that I absolutely love. And it talks about habit stacking, which is where we are already doing something in life and we attach another habit that we want to start doing more consistently to that already established habit. And for most of us, being able to start good habits, to attach other good habits to those good habits, to get to a place in life where we actually are able to get more out of it than we maybe currently are, we have to get to know ourselves a little bit better. And that is why I'm such a huge proponent of finding a good therapist. And BetterHelp, the sponsor of today's video, is one of the resources that has helped me more than any other one conquer all of the weird obstacles that have always gotten in my way as far as finding a good therapist before. I'm not very good at making phone calls or appointments, like figuring out insurance paperwork, finding my insurance card. All those things are all big obstacles for me. And BetterHelp removes all of those. It is an online resource where you can sign up. You'll be matched with a therapist in 48 hours. I schedule time with my therapist right there from inside the app, and if I need to change or reschedule, it's as easy as pie. BetterHelp never lets me forget about an appointment because they send me emails and texts to remind me to do that. Every Monday night for the better part of a year now, I sit down at my computer with my cup of London fog and I get to talk about life and the things in my way and figure out ways with my therapist to get them out of my way so that I can actually live the kind of life that I want to live. If you have something that you think you would benefit talking to a therapist about, check out BetterHelp. And if you go to BetterHelp/AnnabelleTrades, you'll get a 10% discount on your first month of therapy. My goats have taught me that the person that I used to be doesn't have to be the person that I become. When I was 24 years old, I had a conversation with someone I greatly admired who said that I was never going to amount to anything because I was so focused on doing so many things that I would never be good at any of them. And his words stung mostly because I knew that in part they were true and I didn't want them to be. So anyone who knew me BC, before critters, would have probably told you that I was the worst candidate to actually steward any critters well. I would forget to feed them, I would forget to take care of them, I would be forgetful enough that their well-being would suffer as a result of my own personal deficiencies. And the thing is, I didn't want that to be true. So I figured out whatever it was inside of me that would motivate me enough to change that one thing once and for all. And every single day for the last 8 years, aside from work trips and a few other things that have precluded me from being able to do it, I have showed up for these animals and they have showed me the value of showing up. I know it's too early in this video to start crying, so I'll do my best not to, but the first time that I emptied out a tin of bag balm, which is literally 4 bags, teats, moisturizer, all that. The first time that I took the last swipe of goodness that this tin had to offer out, and I looked at that empty can, it was the first time in my entire life that I had actual physical evidence that I had become a different kind of person than the kind of person who would forget to do something that was really important every day. And there are a few things in my life that have made me more proud than looking at that empty tin, because that empty tin gave me hope that a different future was possible for me and for everything around me. Because if I could consistently show up every single day, enough times in a row that it would actually empty something like this when you're using such a small amount, then anything else was possible too. And knowing how much looking at that empty tin has impacted my ability to take on hard things and to try things that are outside of my comfort zone, etc., like, I want that for you too. I want you to look at your own proverbial empty tin and to think about what that means for the next step for whatever it is that you want to do with your life too. My chickens have taught me absolutely nothing. They're completely worthless creatures and I truly don't know why I take care of them. Jeffrey has taught me the importance of boundaries and putting up walls in our life for the things that we don't want. Among myriad other lessons, my cows have taught me about humility. Every single time I feel like I have it figured out, I feel like I'm confident walking into a pen of 10 plus animals that could absolutely kill me with one raise of a hoof or a horn pointed in the wrong direction. Hey bud. I'm humbled because this is literally an animal that could kill me, but I also have to figure out a way to live with in harmony so that I can actually provide their basic needs like food, water, and shelter. I have to be able to be in and amongst these enormous animals to be able to care for them well, but to be able to be in with them with any sort of confidence, I also have to be aware of what they could do and trust myself to be able to behave in a manner that won't incite them to do it. If you're feeling lonely or missing a sense of purpose or meaning in your own life, I don't have any advice for you except to look around you and to genuinely, humbly ask, what lessons do you have to teach me? Because the lessons that these animals have taught me have absolutely transformed not just my life, but the way that I'm able to show up for and in it. And I want the same for you. If you like this video and you want to see more like it, I would love for you to show up for me and see what it's like to do chores in negative temperatures in a place that is never supposed to have them. I will see you in that video. Cheers.